Hello everyone. Today's class is about thyroid gland. Thyroid gland is an endocrine gland in our body situated in the lower front and sides of neck. It helps in the psychic and somatic growth of an individual and also in the calcium metabolism of the body. Development of thyroid gland. The figure shows flow of pharynx in the third week of intrauterine life. Foramen succum, which is indicated as the blue dot, marks the origin of the gland in the embryo.
At the end of third week of intrauterine life, an endodermal thickening is formed behind the tuberculum umper. This thickening soon depresses to form thyroglossal duct. The duct descends in front of the neck. By the 7th week, it reaches its position and the tip bifurcates and gradually proliferates. The proliferated ends come in relation with the caudal pharyngeal complex and fuses with it. The cells arising from this complex forms parafollicular cells. The thyroglossal duct degenerates, thus forming the individual thyroid gland with two lateral lobes and isthmus. Parts of thyroid. The thyroid gland weighs about 25 grams. The gland is normally bigger in females than in males. The gland consists of right and left lateral lobes and an isthmus, which is the connecting part. Sometimes an additional structure called the pyramidal lobe may also be present. The gland is situated opposite to the C5, C6, C7, and T1 vertebrae. The lateral lobes of the gland extend superiorly up to the oblique lines on the thyroid cartilage. Inferiorly, it extends up to the 5th and 6th tracheal rings. The isthmus of the gland is present across the midline in front of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th tracheal rings. Relations of thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is roughly pyramidal in shape. It consists of an apex, a base, 3 surfaces, and 2 borders. First of all, let us discuss about the relations of the apex of the gland. The apex is limited superiorly by the oblique line of thyroid cartilage where sternothyroid muscle is attached. It is sandwiched between sternothyroid and inferior constrictor muscles. Now, let us discuss about the relations of base. As told earlier, the base of the gland extends up to the 5th and 6th tracheal ring. The relations involved are recurrent laryngeal nerve and inferior thyroid artery. The lateral surface of the gland is related to 3 strap muscles, the sternothyroid, the sternocleidomastoid, and the superior belly of omohyoid muscle. The surface is inferiorly related to anterior border of sternocleidomastoid muscle. The medial surface relations include 2 tubes, 2 muscles, and 2 cartilages. The posterolateral surface relations a carotid sheath and its contents, ansa cervicalis, and the sympathetic trunk. Blood supply of thyroid gland. Coming to the arterial supply, the gland is highly vascular and is supplied by mainly 4 arteries. Superior thyroid artery is a branch of external carotid artery and supplies the upper 1/3 of the lobe and the upper half of isthmus. Inferior thyroid artery, which is the branch of thyrocervical trunk, supplies the lower 2/3 of the lobe and lower half of isthmus. Thyroidea artery is the branch of brachiocephalic trunk, enters the isthmus from below. Accessory thyroid arteries also supply the gland and they arise from tracheal and esophageal arteries. The venous blood from the gland drains to mainly 3 sets of veins. The superior thyroid vein that emerges at the upper pole of gland drains into the internal jugular vein. The middle thyroid vein that emerges at the middle also drains to internal jugular vein. The inferior thyroid vein that emerges at the lower border of isthmus drains into left brachiocephalic vein. Lymphatic drainage of thyroid gland. The upper group of lymph vessels in the gland drains into the pralaryngeal and upper deep cervical lymph nodes. The lower group drains into the pretracheal and lower cervical lymph nodes. Nerve supply of thyroid gland. The parasympathetic supply of the gland is by the vagus and recurrent laryngeal nerve. The sympathetic supply is from the superior, middle and inferior cervical sympathetic ganglia. Thyroid gland is one of the most important gland in our body. Thyroid hormones have a role in regulating almost all the metabolic processes in human body. We hope you all have got some idea about the embryological and anatomical aspects of thyroid gland. Thank you.